Hello everyone, welcome to AS Engineering Academy and AS Online. This is Ramesh Pabba, faculty at AS Engineering Academy. Now in this video, I am going to discuss about SSC JE. Complete information related to tentative schedule, pattern, that is exam pattern, and syllabus and weightage analysis, especially for electrical people. What is the syllabus and what is the corresponding weightage analysis? So the tentative schedule is given is SSC JE paper 1 5th August 2025, date of advertisement, closing date will be 28th August 2025 and month of exam October or November 2025. So this is the tentative schedule they have given for SSC JE, civil, mechanical, electrical, quantity surveying and contract. So I am going to focus on electrical point now, right? Here, scheme of exam paper 1. The paper 1 is of course CBT computer based test. In this we are having different stages, we can say. That is subject general intelligence and reasoning. Right, 50 questions will be there, 50 marks. So one question carries 1 mark. General awareness, 50 questions, 50 marks, again 1 mark each. And coming to the technical part, the technical part will be having general engineering, right? In that civil and structural 1 paper, and electrical separate and mechanical corresponding separate. Therefore, here I am talking about this from the electrical point of view, purely technical. 100 questions will be there, 100 marks. The time or duration of the exam will be 2 hours of time, means 120 minutes of time for 100 questions. In this very important information here is negative marking is there. Negative marking will be 1/4 of the mark. Nothing but 1 question carries 1 mark. Therefore, 1/4 means you will be having 0.225 mark as the negative mark if you are answering wrongly. This is regarding paper 1. And coming to paper 2. In this paper 2, here we are talking about, right, part 2, that is electrical paper. In this 100 questions will be there. In this also 100 questions. But here each carries 3 marks. So totally 300 marks. Here also 2 hours of time. Again 120 minutes of time. 120 minutes of time. Just like paper 1, 120 minutes. Paper 2 also 120 minutes. But in this each question carries 3 marks. Here also negative marking is there, right? In that negative marking, here 1/3 is a negative marking. 1/3 of the mark, nothing but 1 question carries 3 mark, 1/3 of 3 mark, that is 1 mark is the negative marking. This is the information regarding scheme of paper. The question is, sir, which departments will be there after writing the or after clearing the SSC JE? Which departments are there? Just I'm brushing up here. CPWD, MES, like that, different organizations are there, border road organizations and Central Water Power Research Station, and then Naval, and then National Technical Research Organization. You will be having the post in all these departments after clearing paper 1 and paper 2. And here coming to the corresponding weightage analysis, especially electrical people, these are the subjects given in the SSC JE. Those are electric circuits and magnetic circuit. This is the fundamental basic subject for all electrical engineers. From this 31 to 32 questions will be there, approximately 31 to 32 questions, around 30 we can say. Next one is measurement and instrumentation, 13 to 14 marks. It is also one of the core subjects. And electrical machines, 24 to 25 marks questions we can say. Power systems, 12 to 13 questions. See, 1 or 2 marks here and there, 1 or 2 questions here and there will be there. This is just approximate 12 to 13 questions. Here UAA, that is utilization of electrical energy, and then estimation and costing. From this approximately 10 to 12 questions will be there. And finally, basic electronics, you are going to get 7 to 8 questions. So this is the weightage analysis. But sir, out of all these subjects, especially each and every subject is concerned, which topics are to be concentrated more, right? Which topics are more concentrated areas, everything I'm going to discuss now. The first one here is electrical circuit and magnetic circuit. In this, the title is given like electrical circuit and magnetic circuit, or generally we can say complete network theory related plus magnetic circuit related concepts are there. This is the syllabus given in that I have copied directly. Right. So total syllabus here, basic concepts will be there. After that, correspondingly, magnetic corresponding calculations, etc. So magnetic circuits are also there. So two parts we can say. So from all these topics, which topics are to be concentrated more? The first one here is basics you have to concentrate more, like resistor, inductor, capacitor calculations, series, parallel, star, delta calculations, KVL, KCL, nodal mesh analysis calculations must be concentrated. And then network theorems, at least 4 to 5 questions you are going to get, approximately 4 to 5 questions are generally possible. Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition theorem, and maximum power transfer theorem, like that network theorem you have to concentrate. After that, AC circuit analysis. In this also, series RL circuit, RC circuit, series RLC circuit, like that you need to concentrate more on this. Next, here magnetic circuits. So in this magnetic circuits, right, you are going to get at least 4 to 5 questions approximately. So these are the topics you have to concentrate more on from this entire subject. Basics, network theorems, AC circuit analysis, and magnetic circuits. So these are the topics to be focused more. Other topics also to be prepared, but these must be focused more. Next one is measurement and instrumentation. From this, 13 to 14 questions or marks we can say. So this is the syllabus given. In this, electrical measurement is covered, electronic measurement is also covered. Now, but out of all these topics, which topics are to be focused more? Here, error analysis. This is the fundamental chapter. In this, what are the types of errors? What are the static characteristics? What are the dynamic characteristics? Resolution calculations, sensitivity calculation you have to concentrate. Next one, instruments. In this, deflecting torque, controlling torque, and damping torque. Mostly you are getting deflecting torque, control torque, numerical questions. And then instruments, PMMC, MI, wattmeter, that is EMMC wattmeter, like that you need to concentrate. And then measurement of power, basically DC power, and then single phase AC power, like that you have to concentrate. And single phase energy measurement, error calculations, and then meter constant calculation you have to focus. And bridges. From these bridges, numerical questions are possible, but many of the cases so and so bridge is used for dash measurement. Suppose Maxwell's inductance bridge is there. This is used for measurement of dash, self-inductance. In that way, direct conceptual questions are also possible. After that, from the electronic measurement part, CRO, in this, corresponding display, waveform related questions generally possible. And the CTPT basic topics. So it's CTPT, actual ratio calculations, turns ratio calculations, nominal ratio calculations, etc. are focused. And coming to the next subject, electrical machines, 24 to 25 questions we can say approximately. So this is the syllabus. Simply say, electrical machines means there are generally 4 types of machines. Transformer, that is static machine. In the rotating machines, DC machines, induction machines, and synchronous machines. From all these topics, you have to concentrate more on EMF equation of transformer. Not only transformer, EMF equation generator also. EG equal to 5ZNP by 60A, based on those corresponding formulae. Transformer as well as DC generator. Performance parameters of transformer. 3-phase transformer KVA calculations. Mostly they are concentrating on KVA calculations. And speed control as well as characteristics of the machines. Speed control of rotating machines. They are focusing more direct conceptual question, will be generally preferred. And characteristics, OCC characteristics, and then SCC characteristics, like that, based on the different missions, different characteristics you have to concentrate. So this is regarding electrical missions. And power systems, from this 12 to 13 questions approximately. Here, this is the syllabus given. From out of all these, you have to concentrate more on basics like corona, concept and calculations, insulators, power factor improvement, they are concentrating more. And then classification of transmission lines, short transmission line, medium transmission line, and long transmission line, you have to concentrate. Next one is classification of conductors, solid conductors, bundled conductors, ACSR conductors, like that, different types of conductors you have to concentrate. Protection, coming to protection, relays, in that differential relay as well as correspondingly Buchholz relay or Buchholz relay, you have to concentrate on this. And coming to generation part, hydro, thermal, nuclear power plant, they are asking. But here I would like to mention one point clearly. Suppose you are getting 12 questions from the power system, for example. Almost 7 to 8 questions are from transmission. If you see the previous paper, more questions are from transmission part. Suppose you are getting 12 questions, almost 7 to 8 questions are from transmission. Other questions may be from other topic. That's why focus more on transmission part to get better score. And coming to the UW and estimation, utilization as well as estimation costing, 10 to 11 questions approximately. So this is the corresponding syllabus. And then here, you need to concentrate on traction, illumination, heating, welding, and sometimes they are asking drives based question also. So on all topics, heating, welding, illumination, traction, correspondingly drives, you have to concentrate. And coming to the estimation costing, tender analysis and estimation and corresponding IE rules, they are concentrating more. And coming to basic electronics, 8 to 10 questions approximately, we can say 8 to 10 questions. Here, basic electronics. From this is the syllabus given, but we can focus on diodes, right? Forward bias diode, reverse bias diode, etc. And then BJT, that is NPN, RPNP transistor based. And then FET, field effect transistor. So these are the topics you have to concentrate more and more to get the better score. So this is the total discussion regarding subject weightage analysis as well as the topics to be focused more and more. But now the question arises, sir, where we have to prepare, sir? How we have to prepare, sir? What resource we are having, sir? That is what our AS Engineering Academy is offering, the SSC JE coaching. In what way means, here pre-recorded, right? Pre-recorded courses we are offering. In those pre-recorded courses, right, SSC JE we are providing. In this we are offering different duration related courses, 3 months, 6 months and a 12 months course you can opt. This is called pre-recorded self-paced program, we can say. If you take this one, you will be having Ask an Expert. While you are prepared, while you are watching the video of any topic, if you are getting any doubt, you can immediately utilize this Ask an Expert platform. If you are giving the question in that will be reaching to the faculty and faculty will be clarify that, and other facilities are available here. And we are having free online test series, and then no cost EMI we are providing on this self-paced program. And coming to here, SSC JE paper 1 and 2, right? 3 months, 6 months, 12 months course as I told you. And if you use this code ACE20, you will be getting 20% off on the corresponding fee. And RRB JE CBT 1, right? 3 months course is there, 6 months course, 12 months course. And if you are using ACE20, you are going to get 20% off even in RRB JE CBT 1. At the same time, RRB JE CBT 2, right? Again, 3 months course, 6 months course, 12 months course, all these are pre-recorded versions. If you are using again ACE 20%, you are going to get 20%. And here, fee starts from 4,000 plus GST. From then onwards, based on the duration, different fees will be there. And very important and special information is the price crash information, right? That is, here you can save much amount in your preparation, right? That is what, up to 60% off you are going to get on the platforms like online live courses as well as self paced program or recorded courses. You are having up to 60% off. But duration, that is what, 25th December to 27th December. If you are taking the admission, right, you will be getting up to 60% off. So this is the complete information regarding SSC JEE technical part. Now our team will be continuing with the non-technical part.
In this particular video, I am going to discuss the pattern of SSC JEE and what are the important topics that we need to take care and what are the weightage of those particular topics. So let's start with the exam pattern that we are having. If we do talk about the exam pattern, then we can say that here mainly we are having 3 topics in the paper 1. We are having paper 2 separately, but here we are only going to discuss about the paper 1. If we do talk about the subjects, then we are having the general awareness, general intelligence and the reasoning, and the technical section where we are having part A as a general engineering for the civil and the structure, part B as general engineering for the electrical, part C as a general engineering for mechanical. Now let's talk about the number of questions asked from each topic. If we do talk about the general awareness, we are having 50 questions, they are carrying 50 marks. From general intelligence and the reasoning, we are again having 50 questions which carrying 50 marks. But if we do talk about the technical portion, here we are having 100 questions which carrying 100 marks, and all these 200 questions which are carrying 200 marks are MCQ, that means multiple choice questions, and the time limit that you are having to attempt all of these questions is of 2 hours. So basically within a span of 2 hours, you need to attempt the maximum question that you can attempt out of 200. So is there any negative marking in it? Yes, there is a negative marking of 0.25 marks for each wrongly attempt questions, right? Now in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the syllabus of the general intelligence and the reasoning and the weightage of particular topic, right? Okay. So if we do talk about the syllabus of general intelligence and the reasoning, this is the syllabus which is mentioned in your examination, right? Or we can say the proposal that they given over it, right? So the topics that we are having over here is the first one is analogy and the classification. Now what is the analogy and what is the classification? As this is a separate topic, but it is mentioned it like this only. So in the analogy, we are having certain pattern or some logic which is given in between the entities. First we need to identify them and we need to replicate the same thing with the asked one. Now classification is nothing but the other name of classification is odd one out. Odd one out. So basically here what we need to do, instead of focusing on the different one, we need to focus on the group formation. Here I am not going in the depth, but we are just getting the gist of the topics, right? The second topic that we are having over here is the coding decoding. So what we need to do in this one, in the coding decoding, here again the some logic, some pattern is given, or we are going to change the given segment of maybe the word, maybe the sentence, or maybe the number with some symbols, maybe some numbers, or maybe with the some letters. But there's some pattern is applied over here. We need to figure it out that, and we need to replicate the same thing with the ask one. The next one is the series. Now in the series, we are having main 2 bifurcation. The first one is alphabetic series and the second one is the number series. Now the combination of these two will create a alphanumeric series which we can consider as a third part, right? Now in the number series as well, or we can say the series, again we can bifurcate into the 2. The first one is the missing number or the missing series and the second one is a wrong number, right? The next topic that we are having over here is blood relation, in which we need to identify our relations with respect to our generations and the connections that we are having with our family, right? The next one is direction and the distance. We know that we are having 4 main directions and 4 cardinal directions. Now specifically that we need to take care of our turns. Whenever we are taking either the right turn or the left turn, we need to take care of these things specifically so that we can draw a diagram correctly, and don't forget to use a direction plane. And for the distance, you can use the Pythagoras theorem if required, and please do take care of the total distance and the displacement, right? The next one is the sitting arrangement. Now in the sitting arrangement, all the puzzles, it may be based on the linear sitting arrangement, maybe the box based, maybe the circular, triangular, rectangle, square, and many more. Everything comes under the sitting arrangement, or you can also call it as puzzles, right? The next one is syllogisms. In the syllogisms, what we are having few statements which we need to consider as a true, or we can say that for that particular question, that statement is completely true. Now what we need to do, we are having some conclusion that we need to check whether they are following these particular given statements or not. The next one that we are having over here is a word formation. Now what is this? So in the word formation, maybe some alphabets, some letters, or maybe some word is given to you and you need to pick a specific letters out of it, or you need to do some operation on the letters which is given in the question. The next one that we are having over here is a Venn diagram. Now in the Venn diagram, we know that here we are having, or we need to do something with the circles that we are having in it, and either we need to draw the diagram and we need to determine which diagram is true, right? The next one is paper folding method. So basically paper folding method comes under the non-verbal reasoning, but it is separately mentioned in the syllabus, so I also written it over here. But you can connect these two topics, and just to attempt the non-verbal reasoning or any of the topic in which the images is involved, you need to analyze them carefully so that you can easily able to analyze them, whether like the topics that we are having under the non-verbal reasoning are maybe the paper cutting, paper folding, embedded figure, joining of the figures, and many more, right? There are few categories of analogies, series, and the classification is also present in the non-verbal reasoning, right? The next one is metrics. As we all know that in the metrics, we are having few rows and the columns, and what we need to do, we need to identify few words with the help of applying some operation on the rows and the columns, right? The next one is verbal reasoning. For the verbal reasoning, you can also say it as a decision making. You can also call it as decision making. Or you can also call it as critical reasoning. It is not that tough as we are having under the CAT level examination or maybe some other examination. But yeah, you can also term it as critical reasoning. Now, what are the topics covered under it? Statements and assumptions, statement and arguments, statements and conclusion, statement and course of action, and many more. So basically all the parts in which we only need to work on the verbal segment, or there is no number, no figure is used, then it comes under the verbal reasoning, right? Now let's try to understand what is the weightage, and we prepared a table on the basis of the previous year questions or question paper of SSC, and accordingly we come with this particular table. Now here we are having few topics which are most important topics, and accordingly we just prepared how many questions were asked from this particular segment, right? If we do talk about coding, decoding, 3 to 4 questions were asked in the previous year questions. Series, here as you can see, here I also mentioned the missing number and the wrong series, because in some of the paper we observed that only the alphabetic segment were asked, or maybe in some of the question alphabetic and the number both were asked separately. So that why it is mentioned it like this. So from the series we are having 4 to 5 questions. From blood relation we are having 3 to 4 questions. Syllogisms we are having 2 to 3 questions. Sitting arrangement we are having 4 to 5 questions. Direction distance we are having 3 to 4 questions. Missing numbers 4 to 5 questions. Decision making 4 to 5 questions. Wrong number 4 to 5 questions. Non-verbal reasoning 5 to 6 questions. This table is prepared on the basis of an average. We are not specifically talking about like from this particular topic only 3 to 4 questions will be asked. No, it is not like that. We just prepared this particular table on the basis of the average of the multiple questions paper that we observed, right? So do prepare accordingly. Now you know what is the exam pattern, what are the syllabus and weightage of the topics. So all the very best from our side and do prepare it well.
Okay, let's have a focus on the general awareness, right? General awareness. So everyone is aware about the weightage of the general awareness, right? In the paper one, in the beginning, sir already explained that. So general awareness 50 and 50, and negative marking is also there. And remember one thing, along with technical, along with general intelligence or reasoning, and general awareness has a weightage of 50. So there is no scope of escape and there is no scope of negligence. So you have to give lot of importance to general awareness also. Now there is a basic question. Okay, how to get the maximum marks in general awareness? So if you want to get the maximum marks in general awareness, like how to get 40 to 45 marks in general awareness, total marks are 50. So out of 50, how to get 40 to 45 marks in the general awareness? That is the question. So if you want to get the maximum marks, is it possible first? The first question is it possible? Why not? Why not? Everything is possible, right? Here 40 to 45, definitely you are going to get the marks. 40 at least. I am not discouraging you, but sometimes the session is very difficult for you. So based on that, there is a chance of get a 40, but you can get the 45 marks. Okay. How to get the 45 marks? As a student, you should first have an idea about the syllabus. Most of the students are doing this mistake. Straight away they are listening videos, and straight away they are going to purchase the books, and straight away they are preparing for that. No. So instead of that, first of all, have a syllabus. So know about the syllabus, because when you know the syllabus, you should have an idea about the boundary of the syllabus. Suppose history, and if you know the syllabus, you know the boundary, what to read, what not to read. That is the most important thing. Any person who is preparing for competitive examination, and you are going to focus on what to read, you should also focus on what not to read. That is also a deciding factor. Okay, so focus on syllabus is very, very important, first thing. Second one, and go through previous questions. For suppose you went through the polity, for example, president, governor, parliament, okay, citizenship, some chapters are there, and you observe the syllabus, and immediately please look into the polity questions, polity previous questions, so that you have an idea on president, how they are asking questions, on governor, how they are framing questions, on parliamentary system, how they are framing questions. So like this, once you analyze the syllabus, and please go through once the previous questions, so you will get an idea how examiner is thinking, because when any person preparing for the competitive examination, you should catch the pulse of the examiner. How examiner is thinking, how examiner is framing a question from physics, from polity, from chemistry, how he is framing, how he is thinking. So like our preparation also should be matched with the examiner, should be matched with the examination. So right strategy is very, very important. So observe the previous questions and revision, as you know that. So in general studies, the most important thing is revision. Everybody will tell that, like me also. But when you read the each and every syllabus, like polity, geography, history, economy, like that, and if you read in a repeated manner, definitely you are going to remember, you will get a clarity. If you read the subject one time, you are not going to remember anything. Next, practice. So make a habit of practice of general studies questions every day. Every day you have to practice the general studies question. Every day you have to practice the general studies questions. Is it clear? At least 30 questions you have to practice minimum, or at least 20 questions, because you have enough time, plenty number of days are available, you have enough time is available. So make a habit of reading current affairs, make a habit of attempting the questions, and definitely, and these things makes you perfect in the examination. Now come back to the syllabus. Come to syllabus. So the first priority here, the current affairs, you have to go to the current affairs, general science and technology, and Indian political system, and economy, Indian geography, and general knowledge. So these are the main chapters, and regarding the SSC JEE general awareness, SSC JEE general awareness, and these are the main chapters. Okay, right, let's discuss one by one. Current affairs. Current affairs means daily. You should read at least 1 year current affairs. That is mandatory. 1 year current affairs is mandatory. Okay, right. So in current affairs, where we need to focus? So appointments, of course, you have to focus on the appointment because they are asking questions on the appointment, recent appointments, maybe Comptroller General, maybe BSF head, or maybe RBI governor recently appointed, other country prime ministers, other country president, recent chief ministers, recent governors. Like that, you have to focus on the appointments. Second thing, you have to focus on the awards also. So national level awards and international awards. National level awards means you have to get a clarity on national awards. For example, literature based awards are there. Jnanpith award is there, Saraswati Saman, Voice Saman award is there, and also sports based awards. For example, you have Arjuna award, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna award, and in terms of science and technology, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar award is there, and also in terms of military, we have military awards, Paramveer Chakra, Veer Chakra, Mahachakra, Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra, like that. Military awards are also there. So, and sports awards also there, film awards also there, like that. In local national awards, recently Rishabh Shetty ji, he got the national award for best actor. Like that, national level awards are there, international level also awards are there. For example, repeated questions on Oscar awards and also Nobel Prize. Definitely they are going to ask the questions on Oscar awards and Nobel Prize. Who got the Nobel Prize? In which category they got the Nobel Prize? For which discovery or invention they got the Nobel Prize? You have to remember. And also Indians, the history of Indians in the Oscar award, the history of Indians in the Nobel Prize, you have to remember. Abel Prize, Nobel Prize, Man Booker Prize, okay, Water Prize, Food Prize, like that many prizes are there. And come to sports also. Sports, sport does not mean that only cricket. We have tennis. Recently our young Indian 18 years old boy, he won the world chess champion title. Everybody knows that. So like that, there are two types of sports you have to consider here. Two types of sports. Usually the sports will happen 2 years, for every 2 years, for every 4 years. And the sports will happen every year. Some sports will happen for 2 years. For example, T20 World Cup for every 2 years. Some sports will happen for every 4 years. That is called Cricket World Cup, Women World Cup, and also Men World Cup, and also ICC Champions Trophy usually. And also the Commonwealth Games, Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, and also Olympics. These games usually held for every 4 years. So last time everyone knows that this year Olympics were happened. Definitely there is a chance of question on Olympics. In the history of Olympics, total medals, and Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, Cricket World Cup, Football World Cup for every 4 years, Football World Cup. Recent Saudi Arabia got rights, right? So like this you have a clarity. You should have a clarity. And international, I told that any country in the news, any new prime minister, any new president, any lake in the news, any country in the news, you have to go through that. And also summits like G20 summit, G7 summit, and BRICS summit, okay, like this. So what you have to see, in a cool manner, I want to tell you one thing. Everybody will read the current affairs. But in the current affairs, what you are reading is important. What you are reading, what you are remembering is important. Suppose if there is a BRICS summit is happened, now you have to remember how many at the BRICS summit, where it is happened, venue, you have to remember the venue. And 2024, for example, 13 summit. Next summit will be held where? 2025. What about the previous summit? Okay, is India member of G20? Is India member of UNO? Is India member of WTO? Like that, you have to remember that about India also. India is a member, India is a not member. So you have to know about all the international summits and their themes and venues, future venues. Schemes also. Frequently there is at least one question about this scheme. Any scheme launched by central government, any scheme launched by any state government recently, which is unique in nature, any scheme. You see that regularly the central government is launching schemes, portals, websites, apps. They're asking questions. Schemes also important. Index and reports. This is must. You have to remember. So index and reports, democracy index, press freedom index, corruption index, environmental performance index, passport index, like that. So in the index you have to remember the index name, the first country, the second country, and what is the rank of India. You have to remember. Clear? Okay. Next, static GK. Of course, you have to give the equal weightage to static GK also. So international organizations or national organizations like WTO, like UNO, like IMF, like World Bank. Okay, you have an idea what is that international organization, headquarter, president, chairman, what is the role of this organization, what is their objective. You have to follow that. And the temples also, you have to focus on temples in history perspective, culture perspective, general knowledge perspective also. You have to remember the temples also. So temple built by which dynasty, which king built, in which city is located, in which state is located, like that, right? And dance and festivals. So dance, it does not mean that you are going to dance at the time of marriage. No, not those kind of dance. Dance means we have classical dance are there, folk dance are there. Every state is having their own folk dance. They'll give you folk dance name. You have to identify the state like that. So try to know first of all classical dances, and try to know all the folk dances. And along with the dance and dance, you have to have an idea about the festivals also. They're asking questions about the festival. They will give you festival name, and you have to identify the state. You have to identify the state. Sometime they'll give you tribe name also. You have to identify the associated state. Tribe name, state. Tribe name, festival. Tribe name, dance. So you should have a clarity. Like what? If I say Nagaland, okay. In Nagaland, so and so dance are there. In Nagaland, so and so tribes are there. In Nagaland, so and so festivals are there. If you remember like this, you are going to get 2 marks very easily. Trust me. Clear? Okay. Next, dams also as part of geography, of course, dams also, and any river recently in the news, and biosphere reserves, wetlands, national parks. Okay, and repeatedly they're asking questions. They're giving one national park name. You have to identify the state, like that. Okay, they'll give the state name. You have to identify the national park, or maybe biosphere reserve, or maybe wildlife sanctuary, or maybe wetland, And one more thing is called UNESCO sites. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Not only World Heritage Site, they are identifying some cultural areas also, like literature in terms of a city, literature city, music city. Okay, and UNESCO also recognizing certain places who are culturally very, very important. The cultural heritage sites also, UNESCO is also important. Books and others, and also latest inventions. That is also important. Next, Indian history. Of course, it is very vast. For every subject, you can get 4 to 5 questions. From every subject, 4 to 5 questions. Ancient, medieval, as well as the moderate. Now come to ancient, where you are going to give the importance. First, to give the importance about the Indus Valley civilization. In Indus Valley civilization, please focus on cities. When you talk about the Indus Valley civilization, we have cities are there, like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Chandaro, Lothal. What is a port city? What do you mean by Mohenjo-daro? Like that, they're asking questions. So please focus on the Indus Valley civilization cities. Second thing, they are focusing on Buddhism. Buddhism and Jainism. Any competitive examination you are writing, there will be always a question from Buddhism and Jainism. You know what exactly Buddhism, what exactly Jainism, and a list of Tirthankaras and Bodhisattvas and Buddha Sishyas. Okay, in Buddha life there are 5 events are there. What are the 5 events? Okay, the books related to Buddhism, the books related to Jainism, the temples related to Buddhism and Jainism, Buddhist stupas, Buddhist philosophy. This is important. Okay, and also you have to focus on the Gupta, the Maurya also. In Maurya, you have to more focus on Ashoka. You have to more focus. In Gupta regarding, you have to focus on the kings, their titles, their contribution, inscriptions. Those are important. Now come to medieval India. And the Delhi Sultanate, and also Mughal Empire, and also Maratha Empire, and also Bhakti movement. Most of the people are neglecting this Bhakti movement. Simple questions are there. Ramanujacharya, Shankaracharya, and Chaitanya, and also Kabir. These kind of Guru Nanak. I'm using the word G. All these people are very, very important. So you have to focus on who all these people. Come to Delhi Sultanate and Mughal, we have Alauddin Khilji, Babur, Humayun. Okay, their title, their wars, and art and architecture you have to focus. Humayun tomb built by, Taj Mahal built by, Red Fort built by. Very, very simple, straightforward questions only. And most important thing, the reforms by Alauddin Khilji, reforms by Tughlaq is very, very important. Repeatedly they are asking questions on reforms of Khilji and Tughlaq, and one more thing called Akbar. So in the entire medieval history, focus on these people, Khilji, Tughlaq, Akbar, and also Shivaji. Okay, come to modern history. and where you have to focus more is called the Gandhian phase. Please give more importance to Gandhian phase. I can say that what happened after 1857 to 1948, this is very, very important. This period is very crucial. And in my opinion, this period is too much crucial. Whatever happened 1900 to 1948, these instance, if there are 3 questions are there from modern India, 2 questions from this period only, 1900 to 1948. And in modern history, they are asking questions about the social religious reforms also. Please give the importance to this chapter, social religious reforms, like Brahma Samaj, Arya Samaj, Brahma Samaj, Arya Samaj, Ishwachandra Vidyasagar, and Kandukuri Village Lingam, and like many people are there, okay. Please try to read about this social religious reforms. Next, Indian polity. Come to Indian polity. First of all, they are asking questions on articles. Articles they are asking. Sir, there are 1, 2, 3, 95, many articles are there. Is there any need to remember all the articles? No. Focus on article 1 to 5. Focus on article 6 to 11. And focus on fundamental rights. Article 14 to 32. Please go through this. At any cost, you have to remember these articles, fundamental rights. And also you have to know the articles about the Prime Minister, Council Minister, President of India, and also Election Commission, Finance Commission, UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, Supreme Court article. Only these kind of articles are enough. But frequently they are asking questions on article. That too, you have to focus on the President article, fundamental rights, the Prime Minister, and the Supreme Court article, High Court article, individual article, and also Election Commission, Finance Commission, SC Commission, ST Commission, OBC Commission. So straight away, you have to remember the single articles. So first you have to focus on articles. Second one, recent amendments. You know amendment? Changing in the constitution is called amendment. You know, recently 106th amendment related to women reservation bill. My strong opinion is, first of all, try to focus on 91 to 106 amendment. 91 to 106 amendment. There is a high possibility to ask the questions on amendments. So till now in India, totally 106 times the constitution was amended. So 91 to 106 you have to remember. And also you have to focus on 1st Amendment, 7th Amendment, 9th Amendment, 21st Amendment, 27th Amendment, and also 32nd Amendment, and 42nd Amendment, 44th Amendment, 52 Amendment, 61 Amendment, 67 Amendment, 71, 72, and also 84, 87. So these are all important amendments. In any examination, these kind of questions they are asking. Is it clear? Okay. So first focus on articles, second focus on amendments, third focus on some important personalities like president, governor, appointment, who appoint governor, who appoint Supreme Court judge, appointment, removal, resignation, maximum, minimum, and in parliament, Lok Sabha strength, Rajya Sabha strength, assembly strength, council strength. So these are straightforward questions they are asking in the examination. Very simple. Focus on recent articles. And Indian geography, in Indian geography they are asking questions mostly on mountains, mountains, rivers, and dams. Sometime, and they are asking question about the types of soil, types of forest, which soil is highest, which forest is highest, and what about the rainfall. Some basic things only. And come to Indian economy, focus on first concepts. In Indian economy, focus on concepts like what is GDP, what is GDP, what do you mean by GDP, what do you mean by GNP, what do you mean by NNP, like that, what do you mean by per capita income, what do you mean by personal income, okay, what do you mean by inflation, and what do you mean by poverty, what do you mean by unemployment. Just basic definitions and basic concept, that is enough. Along with some recent current affairs like what is the current GDP growth rate as per budget, as per economic survey, those current affairs requires, okay, right. Next, science and technology. Science and technology, anything is part of current affairs only. Any launches by ISRO, any launches by NASA, and recent experiments are by DRDO, DRDO in terms of defense. In terms of defense, you should have an idea about the missiles. What are the different of missiles we have? Cruise missile, like that, okay. So subsonic missile, supersonic missile, types of missile. You should have an idea about the Akash, Agni, okay, like that. So have an idea about the latest missiles, latest, what we called war tanks,
okay, submarines, anything recently launched by ISRO, DRDO, NASA, that is obviously very, very important. And they're asking questions about the what we call military exercises. They're asking questions on military exercise also. Please focus on that. Latest vaccines also very, very important. Okay. Next, general science, physics, chemistry, and also biology. Physics, chemistry, biology. Okay, we will make separate videos. Don't worry about that. In terms of physics, we have light chapter, heat chapter, mechanics, sound, gravity. Please focus on the basics. Learn basics. And come to chemistry, we have like acids and bases, periodic classification, carbon chemistry, physics and chemical changes, metal, non-metals. Just focus on basics only. And biology, microorganisms, blood group, vitamins, disease, and plant. These are same repeated questions in the examination. Okay, just to explain the syllabus in a fast manner. Okay, right. Then you have a doubt. So how to prepare for the SSJ? How to prepare for the RRBJ? Yes, how to prepare? ACE is there. ACE is providing the RRBJ, SSJ courses completely exam oriented, completely concept oriented. So we are providing classroom coaching, we are providing live classes, we are providing pre-recorded classes, we are providing PYQ materials also, and also YouTube. Of course, in the YouTube, this video is also in the YouTube only, and subscribe to this ACE online channel, and we are going to make the videos regularly for RRB, for SSC, any central examination. Is it clear? Okay. And I want to share that we are launching the offline batch for SSC JE 2025. Remember that. First you have to remember the 20th January 2025. On this date, we are launching SSC JE classes. So classroom classes and also online live class. That means if you are able to come to Hyderabad, please come, stay here, come to classroom. Suppose if you are not able to come to Hyderabad, but still you want to attend the classes, so you have online live classes. Online live classes, 20th January 2025, Hyderabad, Abids. And early bird offer, 5,000 rupees off is there till 20th January. If you are AS old student, any form of AS old student, you will get 30% discount. So this is SSC JE prelims and mains, GS and technical, prelims and mains, and we are launching on 20th January at Hyderabad, Abids. Next, RRB JE also, and CBT1, CBT2, civil engineering, technical civil engineering, we are launching classroom coaching. Any student who want RRB, JE, CBT 1 and 2, civil, technical, we are launching same classroom coaching, online live class at Abids, same date, 25th January. SSC JE, RRB JE, both online classes, offline classes, 25th January. And SSJ, suppose you are not able to come to offline classes, you are not able to attend live classes, still you want to access the course, still you want to crack the job. Then we have SSC JE paper 1, paper 2, pre-record courses available in AS online app. Pre-record courses, 3 months validity, 6 months validity, 12 months validity. And if you want to get the discount, please use the AS20 code. You will get the 20% discount. Next, RRB JE CBT1 record course. See, if you observe that for SSC JE, for RRB JE, we have offline class, live class, and pre-record class in the application. So 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. If you want to get the discount, please use the coupon code AS20 so that you will get the 20% discount. And RRB JE CBT also. Some students think that, sir, I want to attend only CBT2, RRB CBT2. Don't worry. We have pre-record classes for CBT2 also. So 3 months, 6 months as well as the 12 months. And same you will get the discount, 20% discount and 20% off. Fee starts from 4,000 rupees plus GST. And still you want to get the benefit from the ACE platform, and in terms of material also. I told you in the beginning that, and go through the previous questions is very, very important. And ACE is offering the books also. This kind of RRB JE, SSC JE, the PYQs are available in both technical as well as the general studies. PYQs are available, Flipkart, Amazon, and also ACE website. Okay. And also we are offering SSC JE along with SSC JE, RRB JE, we are offering SSC CGL course and also RRB NTPC course and also banking exams. So please scan this please scan this and download the ACE online app. If you want to get the benefits of ACE, and please download the ACE online app and also subscribe this YouTube channel to get the more updates and more information, that to examination oriented information for all the central examinations. So I'm repeating once again, we are launching a batch, offline batch and live class for both SSC JE and RRB JE and 25th January 2025 Hyderabad. So thank you very much and wish you all the best. Again, I will meet you soon. Thank you.